thank you for your hard work today. Can you hear me? I'll try to speak in a loud voice. I'm Shingeyuki Matsuzawa, the governor of Kanagawa Prefecture. From 9 a.m. this morning, for more than half a day, you have cooperated in carrying out Japan's first deliberative poll. We really appreciate your cooperation in being able to carry out Japan's first deliberative poll in this way. You were selected randomly from the population. You are representing the citizens, the people of Kanagawa Prefecture. We have asked you to have a debate on a specific topic. First, a questionnaire was taken to understand your views before you had gotten expert opinions on the subject and before you had had debate. Next, today you discussed about the topic of the Doshu system. You discussed how Japan would change under this. You had a chance to debate also with experts in the field and academics. You were able to raise questions to them, I believe. You were able to think about the merits and demerits of Doshu system and gain various detailed knowledge about this. And after that, a second questionnaire was carried out in order to understand what changes there might be in your thinking and views. That was the goal of this deliberative poll. This approach has been used quite a bit in Europe and America as a new approach to democratic politics. But it was the first attempt in Japan to do this. If deliberative polling is to grow in Japan, this poll we conducted in Kanagawa will be the starting point for it. I'd like to express our gratitude to Professor Sakano of Tokyo Institute of Technology and also Professor Sone of Keio University, who have taken a lead to promote deliberative polling in Japan. Also, I'd like to thank the founder of deliberative polling, who is here from the United States. He is here now, right? Dr. Fishkin. It is Professor James Fishkin of Stanford University, as well as Professor Robert Luskin from the Texas University. On behalf of the Kanagawa Prefecture, I'd like to express our heartfelt gratitude to both of you. Let me explain what I want to say. When we made the ordinance to ban passive smoking, there were a lot of people who opposed me. The same was true for other reforms. Some people are almost hell-bent on opposing these policies. However, 80% of the people are actually in favor of this. But in the prefectural assembly, there are some people who represent the voices of the industry. When you do a public poll, 80% are in favor. But when you ask the people in the assembly, a very large proportion are also opposed. So people's views are not reflected very accurately in the prefectural council. If the deliberative poll method is developed in Japan, we may be able to get more public opinion reflected in the policy. We can compare the public opinion when people don't have adequate information with the public opinion based on full deliberation and information. If we can understand the difference between those two types of public opinion, the policy decision makers can decide, whether we're ready to move ahead with the policy or whether we need more time to have a full public debate on policies. In order to promote democratic policies, deliberative polling process is very attractive. We in Kanagawa want to do full research on this approach and promote it nationwide. I ran a bit long, but this is a very memorable event showing that Kanagawa is again playing a pioneering role in democracy in Japan. I thank you taking time out of your busy schedule to come to this event. I'd like to express my heartfelt appreciation to you. Kanagawa Prefecture is Japan's most pioneering area, and we're an area where we can really work together. Kanagawa has its own attractiveness and potential. I'm sure Chiba and other regions also have their own unique features, but Kanagawa has its own unique strength. I think it's our ability to think ahead and to work together that makes Kanagawa special. Pioneering Kanagawa will challenge anything. We can take a lead in many areas. That's been proven by history, right? We, people of Kanagawa, have been pioneers all along. Once we decide on a decision, we cooperate with each other and move in that direction. Both the public and private sector, both companies and citizens, NPOs, everybody works together in order to promote major reforms. We have this collaborative power. That's a major strength of all of us in Kanagawa. Deliberative polling, I hope that we'll be able to promote deliberative polling so that it will really take root in Japan, making use of Kanagawa's pioneering strength and collaborative strength. We look forward to your continued support in this effort and your kind advice as we proceed with this initiative. So, it's raining very hard outside today. You may have a hard time dealing with the cold rain as you go back home, but I hope you have a safe trip back home. I'd like to thank you for your heartfelt cooperation. On behalf of Kanagawa Prefecture, I'd like to express my gratitude to all of you and conclude my comment.